Welcome to Larry's Country Diner. Good to have you along. We have got a great show. Rory Feek's going to sing for us. The sponsors are going to do most of the show. We're going to have a good time. What can I say? Right now, I want you to meet a fella who is a hero to his children and his grandchildren. Terrific husband to his wife, Lou Ann.
Oh, yes.
We kind of like him when he passes out the checks. Here's Larry.
I thought you were going to say when he passes gas.
Yeah, no.
No.
We don't like that.
Oh, the promise.
The promise.
I'm ready.
Promises, promises.
Ask me why I don't have a tattoo.
Why don't you have a tattoo, Larry?
For the same reason you wouldn't put a bumper sticker on a Ferrari.
Oh. I'm not sure what that means.
I'm not either. I like the way it read.
It reads good.
But it's like, okay, now somebody explain it to me. Would you get those two promises apart?
Oh, for crying out loud. We're having a bad day, are we?
Well, no, that promise, I just wanted...
Oh, you just wanted those two undone?
Well, I did.
Well,
All right.
read the
Oh, there we go.
private
Got
one.
it. 1 John 3:22. And whatsoever we ask, we receive of him, because we keep his commandments and do those things that are pleasing in his sight.
That's right.
And you do that, right?
All the time.
Oh, Lord, now she's lying. Isaiah 30:19. How gracious he will be when you cry for help. As soon as he hears, he will answer you. And you know the problem with that?
There's a problem with that?
Yeah, sometimes he answers yes. Sometimes he says maybe, and sometimes he says no.
Sometimes
Yeah.
it says wait.
Oh,
That's
that one I
hard.
hate.
That's the toughest one.
That one I hate.
Do you still white out verses in the Bible that you don't like?
Well, if you want to read it properly.
I remember you saying that one time. Just goes in white.
The other thing you do is you go to a flea market and buy a used Bible. That way, one that's heavily marked up.
There you go.
Take it home, put it on the library table. People come to your house and they look and they go, "Whoa,
Oh man, he studies that Bible.
man, he just studies
Look
that.
at those
That's crazy." Y'all been to the same flea market? All right. Rory.
Rory.
Is he here yet?
Oh, there he is.
I can't see him because of teeth.
Oh, I'll duck down.
You can't
I
duck
got
down.
an email early this morning from Colonel Littleton.
You did.
Oh,
He
Colonel
said,
Littleton.
"Tell Feek hello."
Email him back and tell him I'm going to come have breakfast at his place tomorrow morning.
Oh.
Why don't y'all just swap emails and email each other?
We should do that. It's really good to be back here. It's good to have you
It's
all
your
back
place.
here and me get to be part of this. Thank you for inviting me back on.
That's right, because this is your place. It is
Not
Red
during
King,
these days, yeah, Red King, but on
Productions.
these days it's your place.
And you paid the rent yet.
I ain't paid the rent yet. I'm waiting for Larry's check to go through.
Yes, Jared. So good to have her. Explain to me who you got.
This is my friend, and also I've been making a new album this last 3 or 4 or 5 months with this guy and Ben Isaacs. This is Matt Johnson.
Hi,
Y'all
Matt.
welcome Matt. We have my sister Candy and I have a little restaurant right on the other side of this wall called Marcy Joe's Muletown, and Matt and Chris, another buddy, they own Muletown Coffee. But besides that, Matt's an amazing singer and songwriter and producer, and so he came along with me to help me sound a little better.
Good.
We'll
Well,
see.
welcome, Matt.
See how that works out. Yeah.
And then Brother Ben Hall
Brother
over
Ben.
here.
Thank you, sir. Pleased to be here.
We're
I've-
glad
I've-
he's going to play with us too.
I've long since stopped calling him Benny Hill.
Yeah.
I
You have
kind of
to-
miss it.
Yeah, he's kind of getting used to it, quite frankly.
What are you going to do for us?
Well, I'm going to do a few songs, all new songs. I've been working on a solo record. I've never done
I want to talk about a video I saw last night, but we'll talk
Okay.
about that later.
I think that's for this song right here. I sent it to you,
And it's this song?
this song.
Boy, it's so tasty.
Thank you.
You just do nice work.
We woke up this morning, we slipped on our shoes, we picked up the paper, me and the blues. Then we drank us some coffee and read all the bad news. And for a while we felt better, me and the blues. No, I'm not all alone like you think I'd be. I've got this empty house full of memories. Sometimes we go searching, looking for clues, reasons why you left me in the blues. All we find are pictures, and though we try not to, we cry like a baby, me and the blues. No, I'm not all alone like you think I'd be. I've got this empty heart full of memories. So we turn on the TV and watch all the bad news, and for a while we feel better, me and the blues. For a while we feel better, me and the blues. Me and the blues. Me and the blues.
Wow. We got more .coms and music coming up right here on Larry's Country Diner.
Yay!
And welcome back, everybody, to Larry's Country Diner. Larry,
Hey, wait a minute.
I'm a little concerned.
He said quiet.
I know, but then then we started the show. I'm a little concerned. We've got some senior high school students here from Agathos. Do you think maybe they can stay for Nadine's portion, or should we?
I don't know. Let's ask him.
Okay.
Nadine,
What's that?
We got high school students.
We have some.
Here.
I've been over here giving them advice.
Oh,
Oh
no.
Lord.
Oh. Y'all
We
okay?
apologize. Number one.
These kids are going to be running our government in about 30 years. There's a president
I apologize
right
if she said anything that offended any of you. Now let's see if we can't get her real.
She offends
Go
us
for it.
daily. Yeah? Go ahead.
Hey, Rory, How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Nadine?
I'm doing good.
I'm glad to see you. This is my buddy Matt.
Hey, Matt,
Nadine.
good to see you.
Nice
you
to
never
meet
met
you.
anything like Nadine before. I can
No.
guarantee that.
I've heard that.
You know what I was trying to do? I tried to talk Jack into putting this wig and dress on, coming out here and surprising you.
Oh, yeah.
But he wouldn't do it.
That didn't work, did it?
I'd like to have seen that. My father-in-law is here in the audience today. Came down from Indiana. Joey's daddy. Daddy, I would like to see you in her outfit sometime. Maybe on next break.
I want to do it on weekends.
On weekends.
Good answer.
Oh, all right.
It's your turn, Nadine.
You pause in the middle of a show and take a drink?
Do you want me to recite some of the things you've done on this show?
Not in the presence of teenagers.
All righty. By the way, that coffee's really good, Renee. The one thing wrong with it, I'm gonna be sleepy by next week.
Is that strong, huh?
I gotta tell y'all something. Me and Homer was at the service station the other day. He's pumping gas, and I'm watching these guys work on the road or on the median. And I thought, what in the heck are these boys doing? And one of them would dig a hole, and another would come along and fill it up. And they'd dig a hole, and another would come along and fill it up. And I thought, what the? So anyway, Homer gets in the car, and I said, Homer, drive over there. I want to see what those boys are doing. So he got in the car, pulled over there, and he rolled down his window, and he said, hey, what y'all doing, boys? He said, looks like you ain't accomplishing a whole lot. And he said, well, we work for the county. And he said, I said, that right there, that tells you right there.
Yeah.
But he
Government.
said, well, now let me tell you something. He said, there's usually 3 of us working. I dig the hole, Ronnie puts a tree in, and Mike covers it up, puts the dirt in. And he said, just because Ronnie's sick don't mean we can't work.
That's good.
I told Homer, I said, I bet you they're related to you somehow. He was helping me cook the other day. He was bored. And he said, what do you want me to do? I said, separate those eggs right there for me. I'm going to make a pie. And he goes, how far apart should they be?
Ain't nothing wrong with that answer.
No, he's not the handiest man to have around either. He helped him wire our house. And when the phone rings, the lights dim. But he's not the fastest bunny in the forest, but he's mine.
No.
That's right.
He's mine.
There you go.
And you're going to keep him.
I ain't training another one. I'm keeping him. All right, I'm going to go over and put the sign up
Already?
already. I want to hear Rory and Matt sing.
Yeah, I want to do
don't-
that too.
Yeah.
So what's the sign going to say?
It's going to say it's the Holy Spirit's job to convict, God's job to judge. Where y'all going, kids? You need to hear this.
They're trying to sneak out of church, and
They're
you got
sneaking
them.
out, I tell you. No, it's the Holy Spirit's job to convict, God's job to judge, and our job to love.
Oh, that's good.
Not the other
I'm
way
working
around.
on that.
That's good.
Yeah.
Keep
I
that in
like that
mind.
judging
It's hard
part, though.
sometimes.
It's fun to judge.
Depends on who you're judging.
Well, it ain't going to be Rory.
No.
Rory's a good boy.
Rory's a great man. So is Marshall Seymour. He's in Lakeland, Florida with his friends. Mm-hmm. He is a great builder. He will build you anything you want. Marshall Seymour and friends.
Is this a plug for
Yeah,
him?
what has he built for you lately? That's what I want.
My esteem.
Oh, okay. There you go. That's a hard project. Huh?
Not for Marshall. Marshall did a good job.
Good.
Anyway, just wanted to say hello to Marshall. They all always watch. Rory,
Yes, sir.
I admire you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I admire you.
Yeah, but I admire you more than you admire me.
I'll just leave it there. No, that's not true. That's not
Play the song.
Do us another song.
Help us, Mr. Ben. He circled and stared, nervous and scared. He knew both the thrill and the cost. But he didn't think twice. This amazing device was his last chance to see what he'd lost. If time is really a river, then upstream's where he needed to be. He set his sights on the past. He finished his glass and went back in his story. And to the casual eye, it's a bar stool, but it's really much more than it seems. A few drinks and then he'll be with her again as he sits on the time machine. Like all pioneers, he swallowed his fears, and he watched the whole room fade to black. He's dying to go, but he's no fool. He knows how hard it will be to come back. But tonight he's tired of the lonely, and tomorrow will not be the cure. So he'll just slip away, find yesterday, and spend one more night with her. Now as far as these customers can tell, he's just one more fool who talks to himself. But every man in this place would line up if they knew what that seed really was. To the casual eye, it's a bar stool, but it's really much more than it seems. A few drinks and then she'll be with him again as he sits on the time machine. Just a few songs and then I'm with her again as I sit on the time machine.
Man, beautiful.
Thank you.
Incredible.
Boy writes good stuff. You write mostly out of life, don't you?
I do write most of that of life, but on this new record, I hardly wrote any songs. I've been finding songs for
Really?
years. Yeah, I haven't really written anything since Indiana was born, so I've been gathering songs for years. That was a Gary Burr song that I came across years and years ago. Actually, Colin Ray was here,
Yeah.
and I was sitting in the audience, and I first heard that song as a cut on a Colin Ray record like 20 years ago, and I've always loved it, and so we went in and recorded it.
My goodness.
Yeah.
Have you been doing any more productions? I loved Finding Josephine.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah, that was good.
I mean, we're always doing production stuff. We're always making things. I've been making some from these new songs we've been recording. I've been making music videos. I sent one to Larry yesterday.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just making things. Just little bits at a time. But who knows?
That was an awesome movie.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, Josephine was. Nothing really happened to that, did it?
Not really. I mean, it changed my life and a bunch of other people who got to go make that movie. But,
Sure.
you know, there's a lot of movies out there, and it's hard. It's hard to make a dent. And sometimes even the way it works is, at least you make something and it might not happen right now, but down the road it finds its way to people in the right time, and it touches
Absolutely.
hearts when it's supposed to.
Sure does.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be back with some more in a minute. Hey!
Oh, welcome back to Larry's Country. Another reason we always love having Rory Feek on the show is our special today. He brought some of those Marcy Joe's cinnamon rolls. Get them while they last, because they won't last long. There's Larry.
They're gone now, aren't they?
Oh, really? They're already gone? Oh, well, forget their special today. There's Larry.
My wife and I went to the store with our mask on.
Yeah?
Got home, took off the mask, brought home the wrong wife.
Oh,
People pay attention. You know, it is strange how different people look. Mm-hmm. You go in and you see people with beautiful eyes. And the mask comes off and you go,
whoa.
Lord.
Well, I didn't realize how much you read people's lips when they're talking to you. And with a mask on, you can't see that. So often you have to, what do you say? Mm-hmm. Especially people that mumble, you know. Millennials.
Shall we give her a shot? One.
Thank you.
I saw a pretty girl, her hands all full, headed in the store. So I stepped back, tipped my hat, and opened up the door. Just being polite, she thought it strange. She laughed at me and said times have changed. Guys don't do that kind of thing anymore. Being a gentleman might be out of style these days. Might not be cool when being a fool is all the rage. But it's in my heart, it's what I know, how I was raised. Ma'am, this is who I am. A faded jean, farmer tan, work boots, calloused hand, redneck, blue collar, hard-working gentleman. Well, long story short, of course, I had to ask her out and show her what my old-fashioned ways are all about. And I still hear her laugh at me when I got down on one knee. It's funny 'cause the thing she loves most about me now is being a gentleman. Might be out of style these days. Might not be cool when being a fool is all the rage. But it's in my blood, it's what I know, how I was raised. Man, this is who I am. A faded jean, farmer tan, work boots, calloused hand, redneck collar, hard-working gentleman. And I guess that's why I'm here telling you this, son. The time is gonna come when you'll meet someone, and being a gentleman being a gentleman might be out of style these days. It might not be cool, being a fool is still all the rage. But it's in your heart, it's what you know, how you were raised. So son, if you can, be a gentleman. Be a gentleman. Asher, be a gentleman.
Help yourself.
Thank you.
I'm glad you said that because I looked at him and I thought, I'm going to say Asher. Are you listening?
It's my first chicken tip.
There you go.
Cheers. It's a
All
chick
right.
jar. A chicken.
right.
It's like a tip jar. Yeah, that wasn't that good. Yeah. Here you go. Pass one to Mr. Ben.
All right, get us out of here. We'll go for a quick break.
Oh, well, while they eat their chicken, we'll watch this and then we'll come right back. Larry's Country Diner. Welcome back to Larry's Country Diner. I think we got time for one more song. We're hurry, don't we?
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Tell me
talking
about that video.
The video we mentioned earlier,
Yeah.
that was Me and the Blues. Is that the one that you watched? Me and the Blues
Yeah.
last night?
My wife just reminded me to talk about the video, and I
Did
thought
you
I
watch
did
that
talk
video?
about the video.
Well, it was the first song that I sang. We shot a music video last week. My father-in-law is here, and so him and I sat in the milk barn this morning and played it and just cried together.
Oh.
It's just a sweet moment. Joey had written me a Valentine's card, and this video is really all about Valentine's Day at the farmhouse. And so Aaron Thomas and Heather Houston both made the video, and they're here. And anyway, it's pretty much a video about me looking for a card and finding a card that Joey had written me, our last Valentine's card. It's real special. So by the time this is on the air, people will be able to see it. So if you haven't seen it, look it up. It's called Me and the Blues.
Got it. Get us a song, get us out of here.
One more song. Again, we've played none of these songs before together, but so far so good. This is the last one.
Try again.
There's a paper in the box outside. Headline reads, Nixon dies. Don't nobody pay no mind, they just go on about their ways. But Hubert Turner's barn burned down. Says he lost 3 good cows, and that's big news at the Small Talk Cafe. It's a meeting place at the break of day for the people in this town. And things that happen round these parts are all they care about. Widow Cooper had a man come calling yesterday, and that's big news at the Small Talk Cafe. The shuttle makes another trip. The market takes a record dip. Folks don't think too much of it. And in walks Luther James. He says there was a wreck last night. The truck took out the co-op sign, and that's big news at the Small Talk Cafe. It's a meeting place at the break of day for the people in this town. And things that happen round these parts are all they care about. They say it's been so dry this year there won't be any hay. And that's big news at the Small Talk Cafe. Play a little bit. I can see 'em all in there, every face in every chair. I bet they're all a-wondering where I've been these past few days. When they hear that you left me, don't you know that's gonna be big news at the Small Talk Cafe. It's a meeting place at the break of day for the people in this town. And things that happen round these parts are all they care about. They'll say they've never seen a man fall apart this way. And that's big news at the Small Talk Cafe. Yeah, it's big news at the Small Talk Cafe.
Always great to have you with us, Rory. Get us out of here. We're done.
Oh, we got big news at the Small Town Cafe. We call it Larry's Country Diner, where the cameras are always rolling and we don't care.
Now check out Larry's Country Diner YouTube page. Subscribe for free.